Did you know that millions of drivers still waste time idling their cars every morning in the cold because they believe the engine needs to warm up for several minutes? The truth? Modern engines are designed to warm up while you drive. That old habit doesn't protect your car, it actually wastes fuel, adds wear, and pollutes the air. Yet people keep doing it. And that's just one of 21 car myths that we're about to destroy today. Myths that drivers repeat at gas stations, dealerships, or family dinners without realizing they're flat out wrong. Some waste your money, some reduce your car's lifespan, and a few, they can put you in serious danger on the road. If you drive at all, you need to hear this, because believing the wrong thing about your car doesn't just make you look clueless, it can cost you thousands. So hit subscribe right now. Don't get left behind while others get smarter. And make sure you stay tuned for myth number 17. I guarantee it's one you've heard, probably believe, and it's almost totally wrong. A lot of people still think you should idle your car for 5 or 10 minutes on a cold morning before driving. That used to be true, but only for cars built decades ago. Modern engines use electronic fuel injection and advanced lubricants. They're designed to warm up as you drive, not while sitting still. In fact, idling just wastes gas, pollutes more, and adds carbon buildup inside your engine. The best practice? Start your car, let it run for about 30 seconds, and drive gently until it reaches normal temperature. So warming up is outdated. But what about the gas you put in your tank? Does premium fuel make your car better? Gas stations love this myth because premium fuel is way more expensive. Many drivers think filling up with 91 or 93 octane automatically gives more horsepower, better mileage, and cleaner engines. But here's the truth. If your car isn't designed for premium, you're just burning money. Most vehicles are engineered to run perfectly on regular unleaded. Premium fuel only helps high performance or turbocharged engines that specifically require higher octane to prevent knocking. For the average sedan, SUV, or pickup, no added power, no added efficiency. If your owner's manual doesn't call for it, premium isn't helping. It's just draining your wallet. Fuel myths are everywhere, but the biggest money drainer comes with oil changes. Quick lube shops have been pushing this line for decades, every 3,000 miles or 3 months. But that advice is ancient history. Modern synthetic oils, advanced filtration, and tighter engine tolerance means most cars safely run 5,000 to 7,500 miles between oil changes. Some vehicles even stretch to 10,000 miles under normal driving. The 3,000-mile myth is outdated and designed to keep service bays busy. Of course, oil still needs changing. Ignore it too long and you'll kill your engine. But wasting money on unnecessary service doesn't help your car at all. Always go by your owner's manual, not a sticker on the windshield. So, if oil change rules have changed, what about how often you swap out other fluids? Walk through any auto aisle and you'll see shelves of bottles promising to clean injectors, boost octane, or restore lost power. Sounds like magic, but here's the truth. Most modern fuels already have the detergents your engine needs. Unless you're driving an older, high-mileage vehicle with specific buildup issues, fuel additives don't do much. In fact, most automakers don't recommend them at all. High-quality gas from a top-tier station has all the additives required to keep injectors clean. So, are fuel additives ever useful? Maybe for specific problems like moisture in fuel lines or heavy carbon deposits, but for everyday drivers, they're mostly marketing hype. Speaking of marketing myths, let's hit the one about tire pressure and gas mileage. A lot of people think cranking up tire pressure beyond the recommended level automatically gives better gas mileage. Technically, harder tires do reduce rolling resistance a little, but here's the problem. Overinflation wrecks your tires and safety. Too much pressure shrinks the tire's contact patch with the road, which reduces grip, ruins handling, and makes tires wear unevenly. Those tiny fuel savings? Completely erased when you're buying new tires early, or worse, when you lose control in bad weather. The real trick is simple. Follow the manufacturer's recommended PSI, usually printed inside your driver's door. That's the sweet spot for both efficiency and safety. But maybe you've heard the opposite. Roll down your windows, skip the AC, and you'll save gas. On a hot day, drivers argue about this one. AC burns fuel, so rolling down the windows might be cheaper, right? Not always. At low speeds, yes, open windows are usually more efficient than blasting the AC. But at highway speeds, roll-down windows create massive drag, which forces your engine to work harder. In many cases, the fuel you burn fighting wind resistance is more than what AC would use. The truth? It's a trade-off. Around town, windows down is fine. On the highway, AC is usually more efficient. The smartest move is using each when it makes sense, not blindly following the windows always win myth. And while we're busting everyday myths, let's tackle the one about car color and insurance costs. You've probably heard it, red cars are ticket magnets and insurers charge more because they're supposedly driven harder, but that's a complete myth. Insurance companies don't care about color. They care about vehicle type, model, year, engine size, repair cost, and driver history. A red Honda Civic doesn't cost more to insure than a blue one because color isn't even on the form. The myth probably started because red cars stand out more and drivers think they attract police attention. But your premium is based on data, not paint. So if you've been avoiding a red car for fear of insurance rates, you've been fooled. Insurance myths are easy to believe. But what about safety myths that could literally change how you drive? Lots of drivers buy an all-wheel drive vehicle thinking it's a cure for all bad weather. All-wheel drive does help with traction when starting off or accelerating, but it doesn't make you stop any faster. Braking and cornering still depend on your tires. In ice, snow, or heavy rain, all-wheel drive can give a false sense of security. You'll get moving easily, but you can still slide straight through a stop sign. The real safety factor isn't all-wheel drive, it's good tires, proper speed, and cautious driving. So, all-wheel drive doesn't make you invincible, but what about size? Are bigger cars always safer? It feels logical, more metal, more protection, and in certain crashes, larger vehicles do provide more mass to absorb impact, but size alone doesn't guarantee safety. Modern small cars are packed with advanced crumple zones, airbags, and driver assist tech that make them incredibly safe. In fact, some compact cars earn higher crash test ratings than bigger SUVs. Plus, larger vehicles often handle worse and take longer to stop, which can actually increase accident risk. So bigger isn't always safer. Design and technology matter far more than size. Speaking of cold hard facts, let's get back to winter driving, because the next myth is a common one in freezing temps. We already busted the general warm-up myth, but what about when it's really cold, like below zero? Many drivers think long idling is necessary to protect the engine. Not true. Even in extreme cold, idling more than a minute just wastes fuel. Modern engines and synthetic oils are engineered to circulate quickly and warm up under light driving. The best approach? Start your car, wait 30 to 60 seconds, then drive gently until it reaches operating temperature. That warms it faster than sitting still. So warming up isn't saving you, but what about gas station tricks, like filling up in the morning? This myth is everywhere. Fuel is denser when it's cool, so buying in the morning means you get more gas for your dollar. Sounds smart, but here's the problem. Gasoline at stations is stored underground, where temperature barely changes. That means whether you pump in the morning, afternoon, or night, you're getting the same density. The savings? Basically zero. The real fuel saver is keeping your tank between half and full, which reduces evaporation and strain on your fuel pump. Fuel timing myths fall flat. But what about headlights? A mechanic may suggest it, but it's not a requirement. If one headlight burns out, you can absolutely just replace that single bulb. Now, it's true that headlights often age at a similar rate, so the other one might fail soon. And for consistent brightness, some people prefer replacing both. But there's no safety law or technical reason forcing you to replace them as a pair. Headlights aren't a pair-only deal. But what about tires? Does paying more always mean you're getting more? It's easy to assume expensive, high-performance tires equal better grip and handling for every driver, but that's not always true. Premium tires are designed for specific uses, like ultra-high-performance summer tires that shine on dry pavement but perform terribly in snow. If you buy them without matching your driving conditions, that could actually lose safety and comfort. The smartest choice isn't the priciest, it's the right type. All season, winter, summer, or touring. Match to how and where you drive. Paying more for the wrong tire just wastes money. So a premium price doesn't always equal premium results. But what about oil brands? Does mixing them doom your engine? Shops love to push this one. Flush your transmission every 50,000 miles or risk failure. But the truth is, not all cars even need regular transmission flushes. Some modern vehicles have lifetime fluid, meaning under normal driving, you may never need to touch it. Others require a drain and fill at much longer intervals, like 100,000 miles. Flushing too often, or worse, using the wrong fluid, can actually damage your transmission. Bottom line, always follow your owner's manual, not a generic mileage rule. Transmission myths are costly, but what about a simple wash? Could it be damaging your car without realizing it? It's cheap, it foams, it cleans grease, so dish soap might be fine for your car, right? Wrong. Dish soap is designed to strip oils and waxes. On your car, that means it eats away at protective wax layers, dulls your paint, and can even dry out rubber trim. Professional car wash soaps are pH balanced and gentle, made to clean without stripping protection. Sure, dish soap gets your car looking shiny today, but over time it leaves your paint exposed to the sun and corrosion. So dish soap ruins protection. But what about transmissions? Are manuals always the fuel-saving option? For decades, manuals did get better mileage because automatics were slower and less efficient. But today, that's outdated. Modern automatics, especially CVTs and dual-clutch systems, are often more efficient than manuals. They shift faster, keep the engine in the idle RPM range, and often deliver better MPG numbers. Manuals are still fun and give control, but don't assume they save fuel anymore. Transmission myths are common, but let's go back to fuel. Gas stations love this myth. Premium isn't just for performance, it boosts fuel economy too. Sounds convincing, but it's not true for most cars. Unless your vehicle specifically requires high octane, premium won't change how efficiently your engine burns fuel. Modern engines designed for regular fuel won't suddenly get smarter or cleaner just because you poured in 93 octane. The result? No noticeable MPG boost, just a higher bill at the pump. Premium won't stretch your tank, but what about short trips? Are those harmless? Quick hops to the store or school run feel harmless, but they actually cause some of the worst wear on your engine. Engines are designed to run best at full operating temperature. On short trips, the oil never heats up enough to lubricate fully or burn off moisture and fuel residues. Over time, that leads to sludge, corrosion, and premature wear. It's fine occasionally, but if most of your driving is short trips, your engine's lifespan takes a serious hit. Short trips hurt your engine, but what about leaving it dirty on the outside? Yes, people actually believe this. The myth says dirt creates tiny dimples like a golf ball, reducing drag and improving fuel economy. But in reality, a dirty car just increases turbulence and drag. Wind tunnel tests prove it. Clean cars are smoother, more efficient, and definitely look better. There's no secret fuel saving hiding under a coat of dust. So dirt doesn't save fuel. But what about running close to empty? Some drivers think a car to E uses up all the fuel and keeps things cleaner. In reality, it does the opposite. Running on empty lets sediment from the bottom of the tank clog filters and strain the fuel pump. Worse, the fuel relies on fuel for cooling, so driving near empty overheats it, leading to premature failure. Keeping your tank at least a quarter full protects both the pump and your wallet. So running empty is risky, but what about knocking? Does premium fuel prevent it in all cars? Many believe premium gas is a universal cure for engine knocking. The truth? Most modern cars have knock sensors and timing adjustments that let them run safely on regular gas if that's what they're designed for. If your manual says regular is fine, premium won't stop phantom knocking because your engine isn't tuned to need it. Knocking problems in those cars usually mean a maintenance issue, not a fuel problem. So premium isn't a magic fix. It's only necessary for cars that specifically require it. The road is full of lies. Some sound harmless, like warming up your car in winter. Others sound clever, like filling up in the morning. But every single one of those myths has the same effect. They cost you money, kill your car, or put you in danger. Now you know the truth. You can laugh at the 3,000-mile oil change crowd, roll your eyes at the premium gas believers, and shake your head at the dirty cars or aerodynamic nonsense. But here's the question: are you actually going to drive smarter or keep falling for the same mistakes? Most people watching will shrug this off. They'll keep wasting cash, hurting their engines, and passing these myths on like gospel. Don't be one of them. If you learned even one truth today that saved you from being fooled, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment with the dumbest car myth you've ever heard. Because myths don't die on their own. You either break them or they break you.